Good morning, folks, and welcome to the Steve Comic Express. That's right, folks. Welcome to my Express. And guess what? We have an open mic in Napolitano's Brooklyn Pizza tonight, and we have Devin Cooper as our guest comedian host at the John Parada's Comedy Factory open mics. I will be checking in with the owner of Palermo's for tomorrow's open mic to see if Federal Hill has adequate parking for my comics. So be mindful of that. I will have an answer for you this afternoon. AutoStreetBySteve.com. Thank you so much. And also, my heart goes out to all of you. Thank you so much for all you do to make what I do here on many platforms other than Facebook, to make it a successful platform. It's really something that I have been enjoying doing since car rants weren't invented. 2014, I was right out there. I was one of the founders of this. I'm sure there was a few others, but not too many. And I started it when Twitter had a thing called Periscope. And I started it there, and I moved it over to Facebook when they went live, and found out that this platform worked a lot better than Twitter. So there you go. Now you know the rest of the story. And here it is, 2026, and still going strong, folks. Anybody in Rhode Island on the roads, be very careful. There's black ice everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I'm sliding everywhere. It is not a good thing on the road today. No oil, no salt, nothing is on the road to make travel good. All right, now I can't see with the sun in my eye. That's great. All right, folks, so let's get on with this. Today, we have a lot to talk about, but last night was a primary everywhere. And one of the things that I was so excited and delighted to see is that we don't have a racist punk that I have to hear or see very much more in the future. I got the rest of the year to see her in Congress. I don't have to hear her campaigning. She's done. She's finished. I'm sure she's going to say racism played a big role in it. She's finished. Out of our lives, ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Crockett, or Jasmine Crotch Itch. No more race, no more hate, no more violence. No more wishing people dead. No more calling me the white guy causing trouble. I'm all done. Racist politics, and even the Democrat Party knew that she was a little bit of a skin tag to worry about. Good morning, Steve Finley. But in the end, that seat in Texas, that Senate seat, has not been won since 1994. And folks, it's not going to be won by the Democrats again. I'm just going to tell you that. A lot of hype being played, but we can never let our guard down. It's not going to be won by the Democrats again. That will be defeated, and we will have that seat once again to have in our coffers. A lot of other seats have been won, and looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen, to have our midterms to hold the Senate and to hold the House. We can't go backwards, folks. That is the final on that. It's a great day in America today, folks. We're obliterating Iran. We're sending them back to the Stone Age, for which they were already in the Stone Age with some technologies that Stone Age people shouldn't have. And now we have a safer future for our children. Mushroom clouds will not be seen in the distance in America. If you can't see the danger of that, ladies and gentlemen, of nuclear Iran, who have killed many, many, many Americans over the 47 years ruled by this dictatorship. If you can't see that, I'm sorry. You're just very uninformed. Market prices continue to come down. We have a little spike in the gas, but hey, it's not $4 or plus a gallon. It works on futures, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, the gas prices will come down again. Just give it a week or two. We're almost done here. and we'll have, good morning, Ruth, and we'll have a better situation. But the economy's doing wonderful. If somebody's complaining about market prices or economy, it's simply because they're doing something wrong, folks. All right. I work part-time in a market, right? I work part-time in a market. I could tell you, and I do a lot of announcements for them and whatnot. I could tell you, folks, prices are coming down. I do shopping. My wife does shopping, and prices have come down. I don't know what else to say to you, folks. If you're living in a world, I don't know what you're doing wrong. Some prices and some items have gone up only because it's the rarity or the off season on those prices, on those products. But at the end of the day, folks, prices are coming down. The economy is much better than it was when Joe Biden left this crap to us, left open borders to us. And by the way, the Democrat Party doesn't want to fund DHS, the Department of Homeland Security. You mean to tell me you allowed illegal aliens and Iranians? See, it's not about... Everybody tries to make it about the brown people coming over. They say the brown people, the Hispanics. No. It was a lot of others. And ladies and gentlemen, it comes down to this. It comes down to this, folks. We have sleeper cells in our country. Other than Democrats who are sleeper cells in themselves, we have sleeper cells in our country that want to do us harm. And you mean to tell me you don't want to fund Department of Homeland Security? Good morning, Nancy. We have to fund the Department of Homeland Security. We have to keep our government going. FEMA. FEMA, we've had a blizzard. We had a blizzard up in the Northeast and all the way down south to South Carolina and the like. You mean to tell me we don't want to keep them going either? You want to punish Americans because you want power. Is that what you're telling me? When the Republicans were in the minority, we voted for your budgets. We voted for them. We kept the government open. We didn't punish the American people, but you do. It's all because of power, of which you should never obtain ever again, Democrats. The Department of Homeland Security definitely needs funding. Secret Service needs funding. We need to keep that stuff going, folks. We have to protect Americans. We really do. We have to protect our Americans. We can't let this happen. It isn't about punishing people to obtain power and to make the other side look bad. We can't do that, folks. On another note, did anybody see Bill Clinton at the deposition? Some of the tapes from Bill Clinton. Have you seen that? Here I am thinking that Biden had a mental problem, and he does, and memory was in the toilet. A question was asked of Bill Clinton, and he's looking at the paper with pictures on it. What did he say? Yeah, I remember this girl. I don't remember that girl. This one got so bad that his lawyer had to pull the papers away from him. Did anybody catch that? And he's stumbling over words, his memory. He can't, you mean to tell me you need to look at your notes about when it comes to Epstein Island? And there's Hillary Clinton. I had to make a funny meme about that, saying I don't know that guy named Bill Clinton. I don't remember Bill Clinton. You have a wedding for your daughter. Usually the parents go table to table because they want to meet their guests. It's, again, when you have politics in your life, and Bill and Hillary Clinton's daughter got married, you mean to tell me you're not going to go table to table and meet your guests? You just stayed hidden behind the head table? Look, folks, we're not all that stupid. She never seen Epstein. Of course, he wasn't there, but his girlfriend or helper was there. You mean to tell me you didn't see her? You didn't see anybody? Oh, I don't recall. You don't recall that your legal term for I'm not going to answer it? And again, Democrats, you loser Democrats. Even Bill Clinton stuck up for Donald Trump about Epstein. Even Bill Clinton, go figure. The more that comes out, ladies and gentlemen, about Epstein, the more we find out the only hero in the game was Donald Trump. The only hero in the game was Donald Trump. And you guys wanted to throw him under the bus. You want so desperately to make him a child molester, of which he's not. He didn't play that game. You folks, you were drooling and still all over social media like you were with Russian collusion, making up stories with hopes that Donald Trump was involved in all of that, and he isn't. Another thing that fell flat on its face, and you liberals so desperate with your lies, you liberals, so desperate with your lies, that every time you post a picture of Donald Trump with his daughter as a young girl, with her dad, Ivanka, and her dad, and call it pedophilia, you sick, demented liberal Democrats, you show me how desperate you are, knowing you have nothing. Because if you had something, and if there were real pictures of Donald Trump with a child, it would be those pictures you would be posting. But you're not posting them. And why? Because you have none. And it also goes into the face of you, showing how desperate you are, hoping that Donald Trump was part of that molestation group and wasn't. Folks, you liberals, you're so predictable. So predictable with your stupid posts, your bogus posts. Every day I see your bogus posts. Pedophile. It's Bill Clinton, and how about Joe Biden and a lot of other Democrats who were involved in pedophilia with Epstein? How about you focus there? It isn't Donald Trump. And again, another hopeful moment. Or boo, the economy's bad, and which it isn't. Oh, the market prices are terrible, of which it isn't. We buy the same thing every freaking week. And the bill, we look at those receipts. Why? Well, we know what we're doing. And we look at the receipts, and guess what we see? Everything's coming down. Everything's starting to come down, ladies and gentlemen. So when you post these things, I'm just going to ignore you, because it's all because you don't like Donald Trump. And so the reality has left your fingertips on the keyboard. Reality walked out of your space. Again, I look at it and I shake my head and I say, how blind, how deaf, and how desperate are you that you gotta put up a post like this. You gotta put a post up like this because you know it's not true. But you're so desperate and you want power back into the Democrat Party so your borders can be open. You want power back in the Democrat Party to take away our freedoms and push this climate change hoax. You want children to be disformed for gender identity and whatnot at a young age. You want school departments to take away parents' rights. That's what you want? You're not human beings. You're not human beings at all, folks. You liberals, you are not human beings. And I find the liberal women to be the most careless, the most hateful, the most screeching. Oh my God. I could never be married to a liberal woman. God forbid. God forbid. I married a conservative and she turned liberal, the marriage would be over. She turned liberal, the marriage would be over because we wouldn't be able to live in the same house. I really kick the tires when I get married. And how do I know I was pretty good at that? I've been married 44 years. And next month it'll be 45 years. I kick the tires. That's right, folks. I don't like liberalism. I don't like it at any level. And so therefore, I can keep 10 feet pole away from people with that. I could be cordial all day. But as far as me clutching them into my bosom, absolutely not. Not going to happen. Would I help them if they're in distress? I help everybody because I'm not a hateful liberal. You see, there's a difference. I'm not a hateful liberal. Can we talk anything intelligent with regards to politics? No, that's not your. I know that's not your subject. I know you're ignorant and uninformed. And as a person like myself, who's already have postgraduate studies in politics, why am I wasting 1 minute talking to you? Why? You think I'm gonna get through that thick skull of yours full of hate? No. Would I want to insult my intelligence by having that conversation with you? No. Absolutely not. And nor will I. So it's a very simple process for me, folks. You know, I just can't allow myself to be in a moment with a liberal trying to tell me how much they hate Donald Trump. And you can hear the talking points. They come out of their mouth like instantly come out of their mouth, talking points. It's like, are you kidding me? Everything from CNN, MSNBC, I'm sorry, Ms. Now, the only cable station that went through transition is now a Ms. That's right. They had the tallywhackers cut off, and now they're Ms. Ms. Now. Look at us, we're tranny station. Look at us. Yeah, well, guess what? We're all set with you too. All right? We're all set with you too. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch MSNBC, CBS, NBC, ABC. You know, I watch YouTube a lot. Rumble, YouTube. I look for all the conservative podcasts. I like Trish Reagan. You know, I like Town Hall. I listen to a lot of conservative podcasts, but being Dan Bongino. I don't need to watch your stupidity and your lies on your stupid liberal cable stations, of which don't even have viewership. I don't know even what to say. On a funny note, you know, if you ever worked in the deli department, it's a lot of fun. You get to see what hate really is that walks through a market. But I laugh at some of the people who don't understand the language. There was one lady a while ago who came in looking for horny ham. And I would say, how would you like your horny ham? I repeat it back. But the coup de grace happened the other day. She came in looking for... Now, it's low sodium turkey, just so you know. But she wanted... I would like low sodomy turkey. I says, okay. I says, how would you like your low sodomy turkey sliced? Everybody was laughing their ass off so much that the lady had to run to the ladies' room. I'm not going to correct you. If it's low sodomy turkey, then it's low sodomy turkey. You know? Can't make this stuff up. Folks, it's a great day in America. You can't make this stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for all you do. You really you really make my day with my posts. Don't forget now, if you use my promo code 6MMJUU, right? You can download Upside and do yourself a little favor, put a little extra cash in your pocket every time you go shopping, pump gas and other things. And I mean, folks, why not? Go out to eat, go shopping, pump gas. You get a bonus. Use my promo code 6MMJUU. And folks, you can start earning money. And when that money gets built up in the app, you know what you can do with that money? You can put it in your debit account, PayPal, gift cards, Amazon, and the like, and never get charged a fee for doing it. It's really an app that pays you to download it. So we got to get you back in the game, folks. Download Upside. Do yourself a favor. Nice to have a little extra cash in your pocket. It's fun to watch it grow. I mean, you're going to spend that money anyway. You don't have to do anything extra. No, nothing extra. Nothing's going to take a lot of time out of your life. You know, and even the app reminds you if you're near or in a place doing business with them, the app will actually say, hey, you can earn money here. Scan your receipt with your phone. Just put your credit card that you use to make the payment, and you'll get money back into your not debit account right away. I mean, it goes into the app, Upside. Well, folks, thank you so much. I enjoy what I do here, and I thank you for supporting me. Stay focused. We have midterms ahead of us. We do. Love you all, and check me out on Twitter at Steve Comic. Not Twitter, TikTok at Steve Comic. On X, I'm at Steve Jazz, and so I'm at Steve Jazz as well on Instagram. Social media, also these Truth Social, at Steve Comic. Thank you so much, folks. I love you all. If you're coming to an open mic tonight, please message me. I'll put you on the list. Have a nice day, folks.